Thanks for clicking on State of the City. My name's Todd Prafke. I'm the City Administrator here in St. Peter. Today is January 18th. It's Wednesday. It's later in the afternoon. And my video blog is going to have two primary missions, one of which is to talk about the workshop from just last night, Tuesday night. We didn't have a workshop on Monday because of the Martin Luther King Day holiday, so the workshop was moved to Tuesday. That's why my video blog is being done on Wednesday the 18th. And then the second big item is a few tidbits of information that I hope are helpful to you. One other thing, I've kind of taken to doing shout outs to folks that are regular viewers. So I want to both say hi to Jay, and she's a regular viewer, and David, he's a regular viewer. Thanks for clicking on State of the City. We appreciate you taking the time to watch us, whether it's on Facebook or off our website or on our YouTube channel. Thanks for clicking on it. We're hoping we're giving you information that's worthwhile for you as you live, work, or play, or know someone here in St. Peter. So to the workshop, let me show you just a quick view of, here's some of the agenda items that you see on there. First of all was community center leases, second of which is an agreement on Township Road 361. Tourism and Visitors Bureau administration fee, and Gustavus Adolphus College right of first refusal. So I'm going to hit a couple of those. First of all, those community center leases. This is an issue that, boy, we've been struggling with for a while, and so just the quick and dirty is there are some rooms on the lower level that the school will be vacating sometime this fall, probably September-ish, give or take a little bit. The goal of the council has been to spur additional daycare opportunities within our community. The council believes it's very important to have affordable, good quality daycare, not just within our building, but in other buildings and in homes throughout St. Peter, and they've done a lot of work to try and stimulate additional daycare slots. The goal was to do a request for proposals, or what we call an RFP, and daycares or anyone could submit a proposal that said, hey, we'd like to have those rooms. They were hoping that it would be utilized by organizations that have impact on families, that provide opportunities for families and children, that's a good balance in the community center that can work and play well with others there. And so we got three proposals from Head Start, from Kids Corner, and from St. Peter Community Childcare. Although there hasn't been anything official yet, the council saw presentations from all three of those groups and has said to city staff, listen, we want you to negotiate a lease on a couple of those rooms with St. Peter Community Childcare, with one of those rooms with Kids Corner, and we want things to just work out really slick. And as things would have it, sometimes it doesn't always work out really slick, and there are some bumps in the road. The biggest bump is that Kids Corner has a program that they operate in the summer for school-age kids. And because of schedules and when schools open and closed and all kinds of different things, there just isn't the room that there would normally be for this summer program into the community center. And so this has kind of caused a struggle to figure out what the right solution is. And I got to tell you, don't have the answer. And so we're continuing to struggle and look at answers. And one of the issues that was at the workshop was the lease with St. Peter Community Childcare, and then trying to think of solutions for this summer programming issue. So anyway, we'll keep you posted. It's really important stuff. It's about families and kids within our community, so we don't take it lightly. But I don't know that we have a solution. Grandpa Prafke might say, in some sense, we're trying to fit 3 pounds of marbles into a 2-pound bag. There's only so much space available. And so how do we make this go? So we're open to ideas and are going to continue to talk, and hopefully we can come up with something that works using our facilities, using others' facilities, using other partners, creative scheduling. I don't know what it is, but we're really trying hard to come up with a solution. Okay, on to my next one, which is the Tourism Bureau. The Tourism Bureau is an official kind of board commission of the City of St. Peter, and the City Council appoints members to it, and it's run administratively by the Chamber of Commerce. And this board, this bureau, this committee gets lodging tax dollars that it provides grants to for lots of organizations, whether it's the fair or whether it's doing ads in a paper someplace to promote tourism, whether it's supporting the 4th of July event, Rock Bend Folk Festival, Blues Fest, all of those things apply from time to time and receive dollars for advertising or promotion of their activities for tourists within our community. And so the executive board of the chamber has asked for a little bit more money to run this board, and so that's an agreement that has to be entered into with the city council, because it's taking those lodging tax dollars and shifting them around in a little bit different ways. So the council took a look at that and told me to move forward with the drafting of the agreements for those kind of things. Then last, out of the number of items on that workshop, I wanted to talk about this one. So I'm going to show a map, and this is a Google map, and I hope you can see it okay here. But the area that we're talking about is what, this kind of red hatched portion there. This is what, not that long ago, we would have referred to as the Marion Lampert property. And so this is property that the city purchased along with all this other area that we bought, where now the new high school is being built and Community Spirit Park is being built. And so what we're looking at doing is entering into agreement with Gustavus that, because it kind of feels like it's within their campus boundaries, that they can have a little bit of control over what happens, but frankly, we get an access easement because you can't put a driveway in here. We get an access easement right where this kind of black rectangle is, and to allow us for access. The goal has been for more than a couple of years that this is such a prime piece of real estate for a cooperative kind of recreational venture. And by cooperative, I mean something where the city, the school, Gustavus maybe all participate in doing something there. Now that is not in the near term. It's probably in the long term, but as things go, we got to start planning. And so this is a discussion that the council had for really a long period of time at their workshop, and an item that will come back hopefully for council approval at its next workshop, or I'm sorry, next council meeting, which will be, well, just on Monday night, next Monday. So let me get to a few tidbits. One of which is recycling of Christmas lights is over. We just aren't taking them anymore. We hope to do the program again next year. Thanks to all the people that brought in old Christmas lights. They get recycled in the appropriate way, and it's a wonderful way to protect the environment and, frankly, get rid of old Christmas lights. On the subject of recycling, I got to mention that we are undertaking a lot of thinking, a lot of work, some study related to changes in our waste stream. And I've shown you tables or charts before about how our garbage weights continue to go up per household and how our recycling weights continue to go down per household. And there's a lot of reasons for that, changes in habits, changes in how we do things. Like at the Prafke house, we no longer get the paper, right? We look at it online, and many of you do that same thing. So where we used to recycle that paper, which was a lot of weight, now we look at it online. So that weight has been removed from the waste stream, which has made our recycling numbers go down. As an idea anyway. But anyway, there are lots of other things that we can do related to waste stream. We have to find a solution to what are we doing with glass, and there's a big push within that industry about what do we do with food waste, and can that be composted? Does it have to be landfilled? Is that economically efficient? There's a lot of questions surrounding some of those things, and so now's a great time for us to be thinking about that and how that might change how we treat our waste stream. So watch for that, pay attention to that, because it may impact you on a week-by-week, day-by-day basis in how you treat garbage, refuse, recycling, food waste, glass, plastics, all those kind of things within your household, and how it impacts our environment overall. So watch for some of that. We're going to be working some more on that. I also want to mention Rivers Edge Hospital. Here's one of the cards that we received. We're really excited about the great things that are going on. I always try and talk about them on my video blog, but we continue to have discussions about potential expansion there. And so kind of the latest update that we have is that, as some of you may know or may have read or may have heard, we've made an application to USDA, so rural development, many people would call it rural development, for funding. And so there's kind of a pre-application process and then an application process. And so we've completed the pre-application process, and that's been accepted by rural development. And so we'll be doing some of the work related to the application process as we move forward. Now I got to mention that adding on to the hospital is not a done deal. But we are looking at architects because we have to for the process for financing, and this financing has a lot of financial advantages for us. But there are a lot of things that are in motion to help us evaluate, and like I said, I think in the last video blog, I know we're going to do something out there. I think the real question that we're going to have to grapple with is, are we doing $1 million improvement, or a $2 million, or a $5 million, or a $20 million improvement? What are we doing? And so I think those are really the questions that we're asking, and we need the right folks to help provide us with information and to help guide some of the discussion with great data. And so that's some of the process that we're undergoing. But it's great to know, I think, that at least from a financial perspective, we're pursuing this USDA and that our pre-application has been accepted. In other words, the project is eligible for funding through USDA. So we're excited about that, and always excited about the great stuff that's going on at Rivers Edge. Quick, because I'm going to run out of time here. I'm tweeting more, Todd Prafke at Todd Prafke, so you can follow me as I tweet about city stuff. A few times a week I'm tweeting, so hopefully that's worthwhile. We also have Facebook that we're using, which works fantastically. We're always excited about that. We'd love it if you'd like us on Facebook. I also have to mention Minnesota River Valley Transit is going, and so the new 800 number to reserve rides or to get a ride is 888-880-4696. So 888-880-4696. God, I'm right at 10 minutes. I gotta go. Here's where you can reach me: email, website, Facebook. Give me a call. Happy to visit. Thanks for clicking on State of the City. Have a great